It was the banging on the front door that woke us up, woke the whole household. My father beat my mother to the door, and he opens it, and it's the brown shirts. And they're telling us to get out, get out. We weren't even allowed to pick up anything. We were not allowed to take anything with us. And they got us all out, my father, my mother, my brother, me. And they took us to a mess hall. And we were there with all of our Jewish neighbors. And we were packed in tight. And they left us there without a word for hours and hours, it seemed like, and hours. And then they came back and they divided up the men and the women. I was with my mother, and they took my father and my brother, and then they took all of the men and boys, and they took them somewhere that we didn't know. They didn't tell us anything. They left us there. No food, no blankets, no nothing. We did not know what was going on. And we waited and we waited. And then when daylight came, they let all of the women go home. My mother and I went back to our house. And it was then that we found out what had been going on. The synagogue in Bremen had been burned. The storehouses, the houses of all the Jews had been ransacked and torn up. The windows broken in my father's shop. It was chaos. But we didn't know what else to do, so I got ready and I began to walk to school. And that's when I found out that this was what they were calling Kristallnacht. On my way up the school steps, one of my teachers, my homeroom teacher, Mr. Koch, he came out and he said, Golly, you're not allowed to come to school. The Jewish children are not allowed back in school. You have to go home. It was so much. It was so much. My father and my brother gone. Our house ransacked. Our business busted. The synagogue burnt. It was then that I realized it was my future that had been shattered.